Listen up. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. Relationships are a game, and if you've ever felt powerless or lost trying to understand women, that ends today. You can either stay in the dark or step up and learn the raw, unapologetic truth about how the mind works and how to take control like no one's ever told you. Do you want her to be obsessed with you? Do you want her to chase you for a change? Stop wasting time on feel-good advice that gets you nowhere. We're diving into psychological strategies that give you the upper hand every single time. Here's the reality. Women aren't these delicate, innocent beings society often paints them to be. They have their own tactics, their own strategies, and they use them daily to get what they want. If you think you're playing fair, think again. It's time to level the playing field by arming yourself with knowledge that flips the script entirely. Now you might be wondering, is this even right? Let me stop you there. Worry about what's right or wrong after you win. Morality doesn't win games, strategy does. The ones who get ahead rewrite the rules, and I'm here to show you how to take control without apology. This isn't about manipulation for its own sake. It's about staying on top and never being left wondering what went wrong. This is for those who are done playing nice, done playing safe, and ready to claim what they deserve. Ready or not, I'm about to pull back the curtain on a world most people are too scared to even acknowledge. Still with me? Because this is just the beginning. Let's talk about emotions. Forget logic when it comes to relationships. If you think facts and reasoning will win her over, you're mistaken. Women aren't driven by logic like men, they're fueled by emotions. And that's the key to taking charge. Stop trying to explain yourself or make sense of things. What works is tapping into her emotions, making her feel, not think. Women naturally use emotions to influence you. Guilt, hurt, anger, it's all part of their arsenal. You've probably experienced it. One moment she's sweet, and the next she's got you spinning, trying to make sense of her reactions. Now let's take it a step further. Use her fears to your advantage. Fear is a powerful motivator, and while most avoid this uncomfortable truth, it's essential if you want real control. Women, like anyone else, have fears. Fear of abandonment, rejection, or not being enough. These aren't just insecurities, they're vulnerabilities you can leverage to shape the dynamics of the relationship. Look at the character Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey. Anastasia Steele is hooked, not just because of his wealth or looks, but because of the emotional roller coaster he creates. He plays on her fear of losing him, pulling her in, then pushing her away. That constant tension makes her cling to him even more. Here's the catch. This isn't about causing harm or terrorizing anyone. It's about understanding what drives her behavior. Fear, when subtly tapped into, becomes a tool to set the pace of the relationship. Use it wisely, and you'll hold the reins in ways others can't even imagine. Want to keep her hooked and emotionally invested? Here's a method that works wonders. The push-pull technique. It's about creating an addictive emotional roller coaster she can't resist. One moment, you're giving her all your attention, making her feel like she's the most important person in the world. The next, you pull away, go cold, and leave her questioning what just happened. This back-and-forth dynamic creates a tension she'll keep coming back to resolve. Why it works: women thrive on emotional highs and lows. Give her too much attention and she gets bored. Neglect her completely and she feels unimportant. But balance these extremes just right, and you create a psychological need for your validation. This constant state of uncertainty is what keeps her emotionally hooked, always wondering what's coming next. Take the infamous on-again, off-again relationship between Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. Their constant push and pull turned their romance into an emotional spectacle. Justin would publicly shower Selena with love, only to pull away and leave her in emotional limbo. This cycle of attention and withdrawal kept the connection alive, even when it seemed like things were over. Selena herself admitted how difficult it was to move on because of the lingering "what if?" That's the essence of push-pull. It creates emotional uncertainty, a powerful hook that keeps her attached long after the relationship seems to crumble. How to apply push-pull in your life. Start with the push. Give her your full attention. Compliment her, take her out, and make her feel like she's your priority. This builds emotional momentum and gets her invested. Introduce the pull. Just when she's feeling comfortable, pull back, act busy, take longer to reply, or create some distance. This sudden change throws her off balance and reignites her desire for your attention. Repeat the cycle. Once she starts chasing that emotional high, go back to pushing. Give her what she craves, then pull away again. The key is maintaining this tension without making her feel entirely secure or abandoned. When done right, the push-pull technique creates a psychological loop. She'll spend more time thinking about you, trying to decode your behavior and seeking your approval. This emotional tension becomes addictive, keeping her emotionally entangled even when things seem unstable. Final pro tip. This isn't about manipulation for harm, it's about understanding emotional dynamics. Women crave emotional depth and tension, and mastering push-pull allows you to give her exactly that. It's not about playing games, it's about playing smart. By controlling the emotional rhythm of the relationship, you maintain the upper hand and keep her hooked on you. Control is key. Never let her feel too secure. As soon as she feels she's figured you out, she'll lose interest. Women don't crave predictability. They seek excitement, even if it's emotionally confusing. That's where the push-pull dynamic comes into play. It creates emotional highs and lows, keeping her invested. Don't be the guy who's always there and easy to read. Be the one who keeps her guessing, emotionally off balance. That's how you keep her coming back. Think about how Selena and Justin's on and off relationship captivated the world. When you control the rhythm, she'll follow your lead. Most guys make a critical mistake in relationships. You've been trying to boost her confidence, making her feel like a queen. But that's not the winning move. When you shower her with constant praise and validation, you're giving away your power. It's like stepping into a boxing ring and telling your opponent how strong and fast they are. Instead of boosting their confidence, you chip away at it. You find their weaknesses and make them doubt themselves, ensuring they feel off balance before the fight even begins. In relationships, constantly praising her makes her feel invincible, giving her the upper hand. She'll start to think she can run the show because you've handed her all the confidence she needs. The truth is, you need to subtly undermine her confidence, not through open insults, but by planting small seeds of doubt. Make her question herself just enough to seek your validation. Like in boxing, it's about finding the weak spots and applying pressure. A slight jab here, a subtle comment there. Nothing too aggressive, but enough to keep her guessing. For example, a casual remark like, "I'm not sure if that dress is as flattering as the last one," can create a small ripple of doubt. You're not tearing her down, but you're also not building her up entirely. Once she starts seeking your approval, you're in control. When someone loses confidence, they become defensive. That's when you take charge. She'll start looking to you for reassurance, and that's where you want to be. Stop making the rookie mistake of overpraising. Instead, approach relationships like a strategist. Focused, calculated, and always in control. Here's a rephrased version of the text without the timestamps or numbering. Control is crucial in maintaining the dynamic of a relationship. Never let her feel completely secure. Once she believes she has figured you out, she may lose interest. Women are often drawn to excitement, even when it's emotionally confusing. This is why strategies like push-pull are effective. They create emotional highs and lows, keeping her invested. The key is unpredictability. Don't always be available or easy to understand. Instead, keep her guessing and emotionally off balance. This will ensure she remains intrigued and drawn to you. Think of it as setting the rhythm. If you control it, she'll dance to your tune. When it comes to subtly undermining her confidence, remember that the goal is not to insult or hurt, but to plant seeds of doubt. Constantly showering her with praise and validation may seem like the right approach, but it often backfires. Overpraising can make her feel invincible, leading her to take you for granted. Instead, balance is essential. Small strategic comments, like casually suggesting one dress might not suit her as well as another, can shift the dynamic. These subtle jabs are enough to make her seek your validation without tearing her down completely. Once she starts seeking your approval, you regain control of the relationship. The key is moderation, just enough to keep her emotionally connected without crossing the line into outright negativity. Isolation is another nuanced strategy. This isn't about dramatic moves like cutting her off from the world, but rather creating a space where her focus naturally shifts toward you. It starts by building trust and becoming the person she feels most understood by. Encourage spending time together in a way that feels like her choice. However, this requires delicate handling. Overplaying your hand by criticizing her friends or family too much can backfire, making her feel trapped or resentful. The balance lies in ensuring she feels safe and valued while subtly prioritizing your relationship over external influences. Done correctly, this approach strengthens the bond without making her feel cut off from the world. As the saying goes, no bad from which good doesn't come. These techniques aren't universal but are tools to adapt based on the specific dynamics of your relationship. Everyone's situation is unique, and with careful application, you can tailor these strategies to your needs. If you'd like personalized advice, share your experience, and we can discuss what might work best. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments.